Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup, always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Welcome to the Palouse, home in Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds a tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. The quick out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Washington State's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Washington State will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington sends out the punt team. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
They'll run the sneak for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They've got the screen set up. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. Back's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazoo! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So so that drive covered just 44 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duarte. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Washington right back to the line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Made a defender miss. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him in the flat. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. Breaks free in the middle. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Nicholson. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
They're trying to slam it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play. This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
And And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Washington State has it all working right now. Now he's going to break the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. So now it's 2nd and long.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Got it set up on the outside. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's complete to the left. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Trying play action. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And how about that on 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Defense playing a bail technique. Makes the grab.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, and we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Working the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Duarte. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry up. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. These corners going to give them some space. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Tonight, Couganet will carry an entirely different connotation. It stands for taking down your rival as Wazoo wins the Apple Cup. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.